This is Paul Weiss. I'm the founding editor-in-chief of ACS Nano and a professor in nanoscience, chemistry, bioengineering, and materials science at UCLA. We wanted to introduce the ACS Nano lectureships, which we award every year in geographic divisions of Africa, Europe, Middle East, the Americas, and Asia Pacific. The lectures this year were to be given at the European Materials Research Society meeting in Strasbourg, which was unfortunately canceled due to the coronavirus. We're still looking for a suitable venue for our speakers, our award laureates, and we will have those lectures in the near future, but in the meantime, we thought we would introduce you to our three lecturers. So this year, the winners are Professor Jillian Buriak of the University of Alberta, who's also editor-in-chief of Chemistry and Materials and a former associate editor at ACS Nano, Professor Stefan Mayer of LMU Munich and Imperial College, and today I'm with Professor Lei Jiang of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and Beihang University, who's a world leader in understanding and synthetically reproducing materials properties found in nature. He's published 63 articles with us in ACS Nano so far, and we're expecting more soon. Professor Jiang, let me ask you to introduce yourself and your current roles.
Thank you very much for the introduction. And then it is my great pleasure to get this award. And thank you, you and the committee gave this award to me. Thank you.
Well, one question that I think people listening to this interview wanted to hear was how and where you get your inspiration.
Inspiration is about 23 years ago, okay? And then, so you and I are working with the scanning probe technology. That year in Hamburg, okay, in Germany, hold the International STM conference. Okay, and during that conference, my friend and I, and with some German scientists, went to a bar nearby a pond, okay, and then drink beer there. And then that German guy, I forgot his name, and then he said, "What you guys doing is nonsense." Okay, and then he said that the lotus in the pond, if anybody can understand why those lotus leaves can keep self-cleaning, that's something meaningful. And then I think I should do something. And then I started. That was 1997. Okay, and then also that at that time I was in University of Tokyo and worked with Professor Fujishima, and then Professor Fujishima also doing some superhydrophilic surface, and then that's all these things give me something. And this inspiration make me to start the bio-inspired supervisability when I went back China. Okay, and that is the year of that year is 1999, the March of 1999. And then at first we find some nano and microstructure on the lotus leaf by using the environmental SEM, and then we are very lucky because many people couldn't get this observation because normal SEM will muting the wax during the electron scanning on the leaves. The plant's wax will muting and then destroy the structure. And then that time China have the first unit of environmental SEM. And then that is why we get these micro nanostructures on the lotus leaf, this observation. And then we talk about this, publish this, and nobody believe me. Then all the Chinese chemists say they super hydrophobic had nothing to do with the nanostructure. Okay, and then they believe only the polymer, fluid polymer coating on the surface will get supervettability. And then we do not only lotus leaf, but also on the leg of water strider, and also on the compound eye of mosquito. Many examples, and they are all micro nanostructures. Almost every new finding meets this kind of situation. Okay, I heard about a lot of kind of story about this. Okay, this is the story.
Sometimes our critics are our best friends. We try we try to convince our authors of that when they get review reports. So maybe we can use your message to them. And now you've taken such a diverse portfolio of natural phenomena. Where do you find the sources of all of those?
The process of scientific research, it should have a 3-stage. And as I always talk about, if first level is the discovery, and after that is invention, and then creation.
How would you suggest young scientists and engineers train if they wanted to come into this field?
And the first things you like to do science. You get you want to get something new, new knowledge, to find some new knowledge, new function, new applications. This is the first things. The second one, you should learn the different background, different subjects. Not only I'm a chemist, only chemist. The important thing is that to understand the language, scientific language in different fields, chemistry language, chemical language, physics language, and then bio language. And then this is very important. This is because you can discuss with the field in the other field. This is very important. Language. At first, you could follow some big guys on the hot field, and then during this stage is that is learning how to do the research. And then after you pass this stage, you must have something in your heart. I must do something new. Okay, and so what I like, learning from nature. Learning from nature, you could find many directions, many targets. So basically, learning from nature is endless direction. It will forever, because we could not finish from this learning from nature. Okay, we cannot end this. Okay, this is why what we are doing is so-called nature science. Okay, United States has nature science foundations, not artificial science foundations. Okay, so we should learning from nature. So what I did a lot of things, and then you should if you start from what we want to do something, the first thing you should keep you in your mind is that, so how nature do this? Okay, how nature do this? Is some plants, some animal, all our body have these things. Okay, and then all these things at last you find it's always okay. Nature already gave you the answer. Einstein at one side, the gold never play death because people very smart have 1,000 kind of idea, but nature only select one selection, only choice one selection. That is the best optimized.
Yeah,
Topic.
that was wonderful, seeing inspiration all around us.
Okay.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. I think that's a wonderful preview to your award lecture.
Thank you, you too, for the help.